Hey. So this YouTube thing, this YouTube creator thing, YouTube star thing, whatever you want to call it. This crap is hard. Those out there that are trying to become like YouTube stars, I'm sorry to discourage you, but this shit is hard. Now, I've always been interested in media production and content creating, producing, writing. I love to write. So you would think that this would come naturally to me, but for some reason, it's proven to be very difficult. The production aspect is great. Creating YouTube videos is great as far as the production aspect. I'm an editor, so that's one thing. Framing and blocking, preparing, that's another thing. I'm all good with that. If it was somebody else, with it being me, it can be somewhat of a challenge. I am Aziza Kibibi, and welcome to my channel. I am Aziza Kibibi. Now, what most people know me for is talking about some of the things that happened to me in my childhood and my young adulthood. I was molested and raped from a very young age by my father, award-winning music video director Aswad Ayinde. He directed Killing Me Softly for the Fugees. And I was on the Katie Couric show when I began to talk about, my story and raise awareness on child molestation and domestic violence. I was on Pix 11 News. I've been written about in Glamour magazine. Most recently, I was on Evil Lives Here on the ID network. And, using the platform that I have been gifted with the media exposure, I decided to continue to speak about some things that a lot of people are suffering through but don't really talk about. I want to help to diminish the taboo associated with being a survivor of something like sexual abuse, sexual assault, child sexual abuse, domestic violence, and really be a voice for those who have not discovered their strength yet in speaking out. But this is the thing, because it's such a taboo topic and it makes people very uncomfortable to talk about it. It can be difficult with promoting what I do. Not to mention the fact that how my personality is, I don't really talk about myself a whole lot. I don't talk about my achievements a whole lot. So when trying to kind of enter this arena, because I do realize that creating YouTube videos can be very helpful in the things that I am trying to do in the world, but also it's a good source of income. And being that I am in media, I went to school for media anyway, they seem like the perfect marriage. What I do, speaking out, being public, being able to talk about the things that happen to me, and creating videos talking about it so thousands and thousands and hopefully millions of people can see them too and learn from them and be encouraged by them. It seemed like just a wonderful coming together. But for some reason, it's not quite working out that way. And I know people say, well, you start a YouTube channel, you have to be patient. You have to be patient and consistent and learn the YouTube algorithms. And that's all fine and well. But what if your content just is not the type of content that people are comfortable talking about or watching or listening to? But you feel it in your heart and you're very passionate about talking about these things because it can do the world a great deal of good. So I find myself pondering very often, what should I talk about today? How should I present this issue today? Is there a way that I could share my stories while not scaring people off? Now, what I really appreciate about the Discovery Network and Evil Lives Here is that they have created a platform that allows people who have suffered some kind of crime or violence or knew someone who was, a person that committed heinous crimes they give them a platform to speak on. But that's Discovery Network. Discovery Network owns OWN and the Travel Network, and I think they own National Geographic. Like, they're this huge conglomerate that has all of this money to put behind their content, where people, just because, you know, it's on a major cable network, will watch it. And I can tell you, okay, so let's talk about keywords on YouTube. Keywords on Google for me is very specific. The only way people use keywords that are associated with me if they know that they are specifically looking for me. So, for instance, one of the most searched terms for me on YouTube is Evil Lives Here full episodes, and then that's how people discover my videos. Or something crazy on Google like Aziza Kibibi's forehead, because of, you know, the bindis, the crystals that I wear on my forehead. And it's like there's such specific search terms. It's a challenge for me trying to figure out which one. I'm not a big fan of clickbait. Someone suggested to me that I create some kind of salacious title for my videos. But then when I do the YouTube Creator Studio training, right, the YouTube has a series of videos for YouTube creators that helps them, you know, get to know the algorithm, or how to make use of the algorithm and get their work discovered, etc., etc. But they say, oh, don't put your stuff in all caps because that can be seen as clickbait, and YouTube algorithms doesn't like that. Or don't do anything, don't use words like rape or sex or molestation because the algorithm doesn't like that. So how am I supposed to share a video about surviving sexual abuse and rape, but I can't put those words in my titles? Like, this is really difficult. And it's funny because it makes me think about the process of publishing my book, Unashamed Life Tainted. I got great feedback from publishers and great feedback from author representatives and management. Sent them a few of my chapters from my memoir, and they was blown away. Wow, this is amazing, great work, brave work, so encouraging, so motivating. But guess what they all said? We don't know how to market it. This work is just so taboo. We don't know how to market it. We have no idea how to market you. Someone is just blatant and raw, I guess, as I am about these subject matters and these topics that are difficult. You don't really find blatant raw without it being depressing, I guess, or on something like Dr. Phil. They was just like, we don't know how to market it. So that makes me think, I don't know. Should I just completely turn tables and do videos on something random? Okay, I get it. And my daughter tells me all the time, Mommy, you have to do something that is superficial. And I'm like, okay. But I'm not superficial. I want to be true to myself. And for me to be motivated to do something, I feel like I have to be passionate about it. It has to be something that I know. I have to not mind doing it and hearing my own voice over and over again talk about the topic. I love designer clothes. I love makeup. I love getting pretty and looking cute and going out and dancing and shoes and, you know, all of that stuff that I guess you find a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I would love to do, you know, a Beyonce, Adidas, Ivy Park try on overhaul, like, and that just be what I do, because I feel like that can be kind of easy. And, you know, no disrespect to those that do it, I'm sure there is a lot of work put into it, and plus a lot of money. You got to buy that stuff, which is not cheap. But okay, you make a video with you trying on outfits, But I don't know, maybe because it's my age, maybe because I'm a mom, maybe because I feel like everything that I do has to have some kind of sociological impact in a positive way. Those kind of things just seem for me to be doing. I really can't picture myself doing like a clothing overhaul. So the theory that my daughter has is that, mommy, if you do things that are superficial, things that are trending on YouTube or on Google, like makeup tutorials, people will watch it, you'll develop a following, and then when you have enough subscribers, then you could let them in on your serious world-changing stuff. I don't know, it just seems so disingenuous. It really does. But I love to cook. Okay, so please check out my other videos dealing with cooking. And I think it's even more difficult for a grown-ass woman like myself, 42 years old, who has children, who's running a nonprofit organization, who's a writer in general, trying to kind of build that career, works for the Board of Chosen Freeholders in Essex County. And it's like, I just feel like it's so far, like doing like a clothing overhaul or makeup tutorial is so off brand for me. But maybe I just have to give in order to get the subscribers. And you want to hear something crazy? I've been on YouTube since YouTube started. Like, you can go back to one of my very first videos. I think it was like 2006. Way back then, for you to monetize on YouTube was literally just having an AdSense account and signing up. There was no restrictions of, oh, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 400 watch hours or whatever it is right now, which I'm like nowhere near. I'm almost at this point at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of those who have subscribed. Please remember to click the subscribe button and that bell if you want more videos. I'm gonna do more videos. I know this video was kind of, I don't know, gloomy, I guess, but it's the woes of being a startup YouTube creator. And again, for me, I feel like that's an oxymoron because I've been creating videos on YouTube. It was just during a time that people wasn't making like millions of dollars on YouTube. Social media was not a huge thing. People were still going to their TVs. I still had a Blockbuster card. So I was doing YouTube videos, creating little home videos of my son, like trying to lift a big ass bottle of Aunt Jemima syrup or detergent or something like that. He was like 3 years old, and our cat at the time was walking past. You can check that video out. And there was like, monetizing was like nothing, and I put on for me to monetize it, but it was nothing. I don't even think I collected enough money to give me a payout, for AdSense to give me a payout. And then one day I get this email saying, oh, your ads have been disabled because you don't have enough subscribers and you don't have enough watch hours. So now I have to adjust. I guess I'll be adjusting. Adaptation, right? That's what humans do. We adapt, and I'm doing my best to adapt. So if you have any ideas on what you would like me to make videos about, family. I mean, I do a lot of stuff with family. I was thinking about doing a whole other channel for that. But I know, and one of my viewers, I think she unsubscribed now because of it. She said that, you know, we've heard enough about sexual abuse, which I think, I definitely appreciate the feedback. I don't think that you can talk about it enough. You have to keep talking about it until there has been some kind of significant change in it. Okay, pause. So, on a positive note, keep trying. Just keep trying. That's all I could say. Keep trying. It's got to hit. Yes, I have had my experience throughout my YouTube journey of going from being monetized to being demonetized to now almost nearing monetization again, but not quite, to posting videos about things that I really enjoyed, to posting videos about things that I thought people would need, to now people telling me that no, it's too much of that serious stuff. And but I guess keep trying, right? I watch plenty of videos on how to get 1,000 subscribers, how to get 10,000 subscribers, yay, how to get 1,000,000 subscribers. And they all go back to their pasts of, I just posted about anything, and those videos that got the hits are the types of videos that I kept doing. And then I feel like there's that kind of entrepreneurship where it doesn't matter if what you're doing is about something that you enjoy doing or something that you're interested in. It's just about making the money. And it's just like, look, whatever works. I don't necessarily like chewing gum, but I'm going to do chewing gum because chewing gum is making money. I'm trying to get to that point. And I hope there are some people out there that kind of feel my pain, because this is not easy. I'm not a gamer. I do like to critique shows. I do like to do that. But even so, again, I don't mean to be so pessimistic. I'm just saying, it's not easy. It's not easy. But like anything, keep trying, keep doing it. Do something on it every single day. Get your schedule right, which I've done. And, you know, I have to say, yes, I have seen some growth. But the fact of the matter is, I do have exposure in other media platforms. I do have exposure on television. So again, yes, people particularly come to YouTube to search for me. It's not like a discovery thing. I don't know. If you discovered my videos from something else other than Evil Lives Here, please let me know, because I would love to know where did you find it. If you are here because of Evil Lives Here, you can let me know. Drop a note too in the comments. And if you are like yay or nay, that's another thing. YouTube are getting rid of their polls, and I have a lot of my videos have polls on them, and this would be the perfect time to do a poll, but they're getting rid of polls. So put in the comments, you know, more videos raising awareness about important things in society, or less videos about raising awareness about important things in society. Now we're all here dealing with COVID-19, like quarantine time. So I guess you can kind of talk about anything. On that note, if you do want to see what I do next, what I figure it out, if I ever figure this out, subscribe. Click the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified, and let's see where it goes. Thanks in advance.